Welcome back to our channel. If you're a fan of K-drama, K-pop, or just love heartfelt celebrity moments, you're in the right place. Today's video is going to leave you speechless. He has stirred emotions across the globe, and fans are still reeling from the shock. We're diving deep into everything he said, the hidden story behind their relationship, and the one moment that changed everything. So don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell, because trust us, you won't want to miss what we uncovered. Let's get started. The entertainment world stood still when Jong Suk, one of South Korea's most beloved actors, broke his silence in a raw, emotional moment that revealed more than anyone expected. Known for his composed demeanor and calm voice in interviews, Jong Suk shocked fans and media alike when he unexpectedly opened up about his relationship with singer-actress IU and the heartbreak that followed. During what was initially meant to be a casual sit-down interview to promote his upcoming project, the conversation took a surprising turn. When asked about a personal moment that deeply impacted him, Jong Suk hesitated. His usual polished expression softened, his voice dropped, and the pause grew longer. What followed was something no one could have anticipated. "I don't usually talk about this," he began, eyes glancing down as he fidgeted with his fingers. "But losing her, that was the biggest regret of my life." He didn't say her name at first, but the weight of his words, the tremble in his voice, and the tear that silently fell down his cheek told the audience this wasn't just a story, it was a wound. Moments later, as he struggled to regain his composure, he finally whispered, "IU." It was the first time he had publicly said her name in such an intimate, personal context. For years, rumors had swirled around the nature of their relationship: close friends, artistic collaborators, and perhaps something more. But neither had ever confirmed nor denied the full truth. Until now. "She understood me like no one else ever has," he continued. "Why was at my lowest, when I doubted myself, when the fame felt like a burden, she was there. Her words, her music, her presence. They saved me in ways I never fully acknowledged." The room was silent. Not even the interviewer dared to interrupt the moment. Jong Suk admitted that their bond had deepened quietly over the years. They had supported each other behind the scenes, through breakups, career struggles, and the constant pressure of the spotlight. Their connection was genuine, forged in silence and privacy, away from the prying eyes of the media. "We never had to say much," he said with a sad smile. "She just knew. When she looked at me, I felt seen. Not as Jong Suk the actor, but as the person underneath all of this." Then came the confession that truly left fans speechless. "There was a time when I wanted to ask her to stay," he said, his voice cracking. "To make it official. To stop hiding. I even rehearsed the words. But I waited. I thought there would be a better moment. And then it was too late." His voice trailed off. Another tear escaped, and he made no effort to hide it this time. "She needed someone brave enough to fight for her. I wasn't that person back then." What made this revelation even more heartbreaking was what he said next. "She waited for me," he admitted, his voice barely above a whisper. "Longer than she should have. And I saw it in her eyes when she finally walked away. She wasn't angry. She was disappointed. That's what hurt the most." Behind the camera, even staff members were reportedly seen wiping their eyes. He described how, even after their quiet separation, he followed her career from a distance, feeling proud and heartbroken in equal measure. "Every time she sang a sad song, I wondered if it was about us," he said. "Every award she won, every time she smiled on stage, I was cheering her on. But I was always a few steps behind, never beside her." Jong Suk's honesty left fans shaken. Social media exploded almost instantly. The hashtag #LeeJongSukIU trended worldwide within minutes. Thousands of fans poured out their emotions, some heartbroken, others expressing hope for a future reconciliation. But the most devastating part of his confession came near the end. "I still love her," he said, "and maybe I always will, even if she never comes back, even if she's happier with someone else. I just want her to know, I'm sorry." It wasn't a grand declaration aimed at winning her back. It wasn't a media stunt or a PR move. It was simply the truth, raw, painful, and real. She taught me what love is, he concluded, and what it means to lose it. I wouldn't be who I am today without her. The public has always been fascinated by IU, the nation's little sister, the artist with a golden voice and a heart of gold. And Jong Suk, the versatile actor with soulful eyes and a quiet strength. Together, they had the chemistry fans could feel even in silence. For years, people speculated that there was something more between them, but it always remained a mystery. Until now, IU has yet to comment on Jong Suk's emotional confession, and fans are anxiously awaiting her response. But many already feel the weight of the truth they've long suspected. The aftermath of Lee Jong Suk's confession sent ripples through not only the entertainment industry, but the hearts of millions who had silently rooted for them. People began revisiting old interviews, fan videos, and joint public appearances, searching for the signs they may have missed. The glances, the pauses, the quiet smiles exchanged between the two stars would always seem too close to be just friends. Clips of IU gently adjusting Lee Jong Suk's microphone during an award show. Photos of him attending her concerts in the back row, dressed discreetly. Quotes from IU about someone who understands me without words. They all suddenly meant something more. Fans pieced them together like a puzzle that had been right in front of them all along, waiting for the truth to be spoken. And now that it had been, the silence felt heavier than ever. Some insiders close to both parties spoke anonymously, revealing more details that added depth to the emotional weight of Jong Suk's revelation. They were never just friends, one source claimed, but they were also never official. It was complicated: schedules, pressure, expectations, fear. But the love was always real. IU, known for her deeply poetic songwriting, had long been admired for embedding personal stories into her lyrics. Now, fans began decoding her songs with fresh eyes, especially tracks like Through the Night, Love Poem, and Blooming. Could those have been quiet messages, whispered truths meant only for one person? Every lyric feels different now. A fan posted on social media. It's like she was talking to him all along, and we never realized it. While IU remained silent in the days following Jong Suk's emotional interview, her social media presence shifted. She posted an old photo, a blurry Polaroid of the night sky. No caption, no hashtags. But fans noticed the date in the corner. The exact day Lee Jong Suk had mentioned in the interview. The day he planned to ask her to stay. Was it a coincidence? Or was it her way of acknowledging the storm he had stirred? Speculation intensified when one of IU's close friends was asked about the situation during a press event. Though cautious, they hinted, "I think both of them have held on to each other in some form, even if quietly." What he said, it wasn't a lie. It was his truth, and I think she knew it all along. In the days that followed, the media couldn't stop talking about it. Yet, amidst the frenzy, Jong Suk stayed silent. His confession had been a one-time window into a deeply personal memory. Not a campaign, not a bid for sympathy. Just a man confronting his own emotional truth. However, those close to him said he felt light after the confession. Like a burden had been lifted, one crew member said. He finally said what he needed to say, even if it's years too late. And that, perhaps, is the most devastating beauty of his story. Not every love gets a second chance. Not every apology reaches the person in time. But courage, even the late kind, can still bring healing. A month later, IU returned to the stage for a special acoustic concert. Dressed in white, she stood under a single spotlight, her guitar in hand. The crowd was silent as she began to sing a song no one had heard before. A soft, slow ballad filled with longing, and one line that froze every heart in the audience. "You were always one word away, but you never said it." The audience held their breath. No title was announced, no explanation given, but everyone knew. The tears that had fallen from Lee Jong Suk's eyes had reached her. Whether the door would open again was unclear, but for a fleeting moment, their hearts had spoken in sync through silence, tears, and a love that never quite died.